Welcome back to another episode of Uploaded and Unfiltered, the podcast in which I, your host Jermaine, interviews another content creator in regards to their journey thus far. As always, I know I've been giving you all the single episodes, solo episodes, but today we got a guest. I am excited to talk to him, but before we do, I'm going to read his bio, get a bit of information on him, and then we'll start this conversation. Just another guy trying to make it out here. Raylive likes playing video games, loves technology, TV, movies, anime, and watching YouTube. He's a casual gamer for the most part, but if he locks in, then watch him cook. If you're down with chilling and having a good time, Raylive is your guy. And with that, I'd like to introduce my guest for the evening, Raylive. Thank you for being here, Ray. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. I am, like I usually say, like in my streams, like I'm chilling.
Well, welcome. I'm glad you were able to slice out some time to do this. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. We're not going to pump the brakes. We're going full steam ahead. Ray, what got you started in making content?
What got me started with content? We can go a bit. Like I remember high school, I was just watching some simple stuff on YouTube. I was watching, the epic rap battles of history at that time.
Oh yeah.
Like the old Daystorm Power videos where he started off by saying, "What's up, world? Another day, another challenge."
Yes.
That was, for me, that was peak right there. But I remember going back 2012, 2013. I was like, you know what? I got an iPod Touch that has a camera on it. I was like, let me, just see, I can do some trips and whatnot. I was like, let me record our band trip that we do when we go to to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And so I just just took a little 5-second video here, something there, and then put that all together, edited on the iPod.
What? Hold on. You edited this video on the iPod? How? I didn't even know you could do that.
I don't remember what app I had on that thing.
Crazy.
But it was the most simplest thing in the world. Just be able to put things together, have little text pop up every now and then.
Yeah.
Have some video effects. But I did that and I was like, oh, okay, I kind of like it. You know, I did 3 of those. I uploaded those to a channel that I don't even know if it's even active or not. But those those were that was senior year high school for me. So when I did those. But then later on, I kind of paused on that because I was going off to college, so I was like, okay, let me try to lock in here. Let me try to not screw up all this money that we're trying to put in towards this.
Exactly.
But then later on, I say 2016 school year, me and the homies, we're in our apartment in college, and we're just playing games or whatnot, and I think Overwatch, the Overwatch 1 came out, and I was like, you know what? We are having so much fun on this. And I figured out how you could record videos on your PlayStation and have other people's voices in it.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. Let's play some Overwatch. We're just going to play it normal. We ain't going to do nothing special. Just raw Overwatch. This is us. And I recorded, edited all those videos on my PlayStation.
What?
There was a thing on the PlayStation called Share Factory.
Oh yeah.
I edited a whole lot of videos through Share Factory.
That is awesome.
And it was simple, but some things just didn't want to look right. But after you rendered the whole video, it looked perfect. With the little slow down and speed up effects. So
yeah,
that's initially was okay, I'm making videos on YouTube. That's how I'm going to do it, because at that time, now I'm watching people like Dashie Games. I'm watching AfroSenju. I'm watching CoryxKenshin. I'm watching the bigs at the time, in the community. And so I'm just watching them, and I was like, I can do it. I can do it. So
yeah.
That's how it initially started, and now I can say I can edit videos on a laptop. So
Yeah, we graduated. Oh man, that is awesome. I've said this numerous times, and for y'all who've listened, I'm sorry I'm saying it again. I love when the beginning is as simple as possible. Because who would have known you could make a damn YouTube video off of iPod Touch and edit it and get it up? Like, the fact that you even thought about that and you were like, no, I'm doing this, that's huge. Like, most people would be like, well, I don't have a camera, I'm not doing anything, and leave it at that. But you're like, nah, I got a camera right here.
Right. I was like, I got something.
Yeah. That was a great start to the podcast. I love hearing those beginning stories. Let's go ahead and slip into now. We're going to step into the present where you're creating content. Not only what does that look like for you, and how's it feeling? How's the journey been thus far?
Creating content for me now has been a bit on the slower end because now I'm, trying to do like Twitch and also YouTube. So I'm trying to like figuring out a good like management for both of those as I can. But I mean, creating content, I would say it is a process. I have I can't tell you how many times I recorded a video and I was like, okay, I'm gonna edit this, I'm gonna have it uploaded this day, and we'll go on to the next. I have been like on a hiatus on YouTube for a good minute now. And I looked like legit. I put out a video saying, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. I didn't do neither one of those things.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. So right now, are you streaming to YouTube as well, or just to Twitch?
Okay, so now what I wanted to do was the stream on YouTube again, because before I did Twitch, I was just streaming on YouTube and an old thing that used to be called Mixer.
Oh, yeah, Microsoft's Mixer.
Yeah. On my PlayStation, I was like streaming straight to YouTube on my PlayStation, and then on my Xbox, I was streaming straight to Mixer.
Right.
Then Microsoft was like, yeah, Mixer is no more. But if you want, you can go over to Facebook Gaming, and we can, merge an account and make that happen. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. And then homie told me about Twitch, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Twitch. But as of right now, I haven't been streaming on YouTube. I'm trying to figure that whole process out again, of how I'm gonna make that different than just my usual Twitch stream. Because I mean, as of right now, I'm doing both. I'm doing like a multi-stream thing where like the main stream is on Twitch, but I have since I can't stream on TikTok for some odd reason, I found a plugin for OBS, and it allows me to like stream vertically on YouTube, so it looks like a YouTube short. Okay. With their and so you can like scroll through like live streams in the short format, and I was like, okay, that'll work.
Nice. Okay, that's dope. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know YouTube was allowing you to stream in the short form format. That's dope. So the goal is to have both of those going at the same time, both YouTube and Twitch?
Yes, I would like for both of them. When I'm going to be streaming, you can go on Twitch and, I'm going to upload a video on these certain days. You can go over on YouTube. So you always have something that I am doing to occupy your time however you want to occupy your time.
That makes sense. And I think what I didn't learn when I started, so I went from YouTube just like playing around, and then I went to Twitch, and I was doing Twitch heavy, but not doing YouTube. I think the smart thing, I've been telling a lot of new people who have started, especially when you just start, because you have the bandwidth to do it, try to do both. Even if you are taking your VODs and cutting them up, or just taking like highlights of your VODs and throwing it up on YouTube, I would say do both, only because YouTube allows that back catalog to just sit out there. I got videos from like 10 years ago that are still doing numbers because it's up there. I think I want everybody to get a YouTube channel, because I went to this festival, Creator Fest, a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And the overall story was all of these content creators were like, I wish I would have started my YouTube channel earlier. And I'm like, why? And they're like, well, now I'm 2 years in and I'm finally making money. But all of those ideas that I thought nobody cared about or nobody was going to watch, those are the ones doing numbers for me. It's like random generic stuff, but just throw that content up. And I was like, all right, you're right. I'm going to get on it. And I'm currently working on reviving my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I like to have my YouTube back going how I initially had it, because at a certain point, like, I did like a whole like the month of February, I was like, okay, getting a video every day. Like the month of February, you're gonna get a video every day for the month of February.
Damn. Yeah.
And so I did that one year, and I was like, I'm gonna do it again. But I failed at it. But I was like, that's something, like, if I can upload a video for like 28, 29 days, depending on if it's a leap year or not, like, then like all these other months are longer. So like I need to be able to make this happen, and I can make all these other things happen.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how hard it is. No, I don't want to say hard. I don't think people realize how much of a challenge it is to do a piece of content daily.
Oh yeah, no. Like, I'm doing 9 to 5s, and I'm like trying to, like, I'm working here, I'm doing this, and then I gotta go record this, edit something else, like make sure everything is getting uploaded, scheduled on time. So yeah, it's a whole lot of management, and I'm just trying to get better at that.
Exactly. And all with time, just hearing other people's processes, like, you're just gonna refine that, and it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see it, because I haven't heard anybody. I did a challenge on TikTok. To me, it was easy because TikTok are shorts. For Christmas, I think I do it 2 years. Yeah, I did it 2 years. I bought an advent calendar. The first year was a Marvel advent calendar. Funko Pop Marvel calendar. They're like these little miniature figures. And then the second time I did Pokemon, because I don't know shit about Pokemon. And I was like, all right. I know. Don't listen.
What?
So on TikTok, I opened these boxes, and like some of them I knew. I knew who Pikachu was. I knew Charizard. I knew like the big ones, but some of the small ones, I'm like, I would just make up names for them. And I told them from the beginning, I'm like, hey, I don't know who the hell this is. Today, this one is Durgy Durg. And people were losing shit. They're like, that is not Durgy Durg. I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know, bro. I didn't get to watch Pokemon as a kid, so
oh my gosh,
I missed all that. But doing that, like, just it helped me. Two things: A, it showed me that I can do that on a daily basis if I wanted to, and B, I saw the process. Like, by the ninth video, I had a format ready. I was like, all right, I'm gonna set the camera up here. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna talk as I'm doing it. Show the thing. React. Done. Those things were like 45 seconds to a minute. And just that repetition, like, kept it going. And so when January 1st hit, I was sitting there like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? I don't have an advent calendar. And that's kind of where we left that. But yes, if y'all listening out there, push yourself like that. Make a challenge. Like, you know what? I'm going to make a video a day for 2 weeks, and just to see how it feels. If you fail, figure out why you failed. But I think doing that as a content creator is a nice exercise, and just understanding your process and maybe figuring out a new one. So, all right, Ray, we are going to jump into one of my favorite sections. They're all my favorite sections. I don't know why I say that. This is lessons learned, where I ask my guests, what is a lesson that you learned because you started creating content?
I would say the biggest lesson I learned is you do not need the fanciest things out there. Because like I said earlier, like, I started off by just doing stuff on an iPod, and then like I just did everything off of a PlayStation for the longest amount of time. And so, I eventually got in my head, and I was like, well, I'm gonna need like this type of face cam. I'm gonna need like this like key light here. I'm gonna need like this fancy like mic. I'm like, okay, I didn't need like all that, like, high grade, like special type ones. Like this green screen I got behind me.
Yeah.
This thing costed me only $30.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only $30 from GameStop, mind you.
Really? What?
From GameStop. So I went there one day. I was like, hey, this green screen, how much is it? I'm a pro member. And they were like,
yeah,
we can give it to you for $30. And I was like, I'll take it.
What? That is, yo, I love a good deal. And again, to your point, you don't need the most fanciest stuff. If I was going to start over today from streaming, honestly, I would, if you have a nice phone, 14, iPhone, I would say even 12, or a Galaxy, I can't remember where they're up to now. But almost every video I shoot, if you see a video on me on TikTok or on YouTube, it's from my phone. Like, I have two like nice cameras for the stream. Anything that is shot content-wise is from my phone because these phones are crazy. Like, they do so many amazing things. Don't sleep on the phone.
Oh, no. Oh, no, they are great.
That's hilarious. All right. Next up, we have a piece of advice or two, or however you want to do this. This is a section where we drop even more knowledge on someone who's either want to create content or somebody who's been doing it for a while. What type of knowledge would you bestow upon these people?
One thing I will say for anybody trying to get into space is something that I heard that kind of, stuck with me. And I probably heard this like many different ways, like, oh, just be you, or just be you. But I heard like one day at church, I was like, the person that was speaking, they were like, in a room full of them, be you. And I was like, that's a different way of saying just be you. But I was like, I don't know why, but that resonated with me. And like in this space, don't try to be like your favorite content creator. Yes, they do stuff that you like. Let people know what you like without trying to be somebody else.
Yes. That takes a while to learn. And like you said, you heard it a few different flavors, but that specific way that it was said to you stuck. And I feel like that's why another reason I keep doing a podcast is we hear from creators, we're 59 deep, different creators, all of them different. Everybody has a different style, the way that they interact with like community. Some read chat, some don't. Like, there's no right way to do this, but if you're doing it your way, that is the right way. And I think with that comes less guessing. You don't have to guess if you're doing it correctly. You don't have to guess if what's the next move is because you're doing it your way. So you're making the blueprint as you go, which to some sounds scary. I personally think it's not only freeing, but it's exciting because anything that's in your head, if you want to put it out, do it. Like, there's no barriers. And I love that. Yeah. More people need to be authentic and do what makes you unique, what makes you you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because like one thing I tell like some of my friends like that also like try to do like content, and they're like, well, this isn't really hitting like I thought it would. And I just straight up be like, well, you like this. You like this. Like, this is something that you like.
Mm-hmm.
If you like it, do it.
Yes.
Like, eventually, other people that also like what you like will see it, and it will like take off from there.
Yeah, exactly. I think the one thing I told one of my friends, I was like, listen, if I told you it's going to take you 10 years to be successful in content creation, would you do it? And if you say no, then this might not be for you, because unfortunately we don't know when that thing's gonna pop. It could be tomorrow. Hell, you could be sitting on a video right now and you don't even know it has 1 million views. Like, you get off of here, you go check your email and you're like, what huh? That could happen. And I've seen it happen to numerous people. But I think the thing that you got to remember is, if you enjoy it, just make the content, and eventually those who also enjoy it will show up. Like, it's gonna happen.
Right.
As long as you believe that, don't worry about anything else. Just keep doing what you love, have fun, and all the good stuff will come with that. I 100% believe that.
Oh no, yeah. Like, and other than that, like, because like I remember I posted, like, I was like at the time like trying to post stuff on TikTok, and I was like, I'm just gonna post things that I'm either doing or I like to do or whatnot. And so like on the PS5, like there was a game like pre-installed called like Astro's Playroom.
Oh, and yeah. So okay.
I was playing it, and the best thing about that game is like at the end of every level, it's the startup sound from different generations of PlayStation.
Yeah.
And one TikTok blew up because it was the PlayStation 2 sound. It was just like this open like galaxy type area. Yeah. And then when you walked up closer to like the end, it like did everything.
That's crazy.
It took me back, and then like I uploaded it, and I was like, okay, whatever. I uploaded it. Next thing I know, like next couple of days, I'm like such like video. I'm like, huh? It's like I was like, okay, it's only gonna just last for like, like today, maybe tomorrow. 2 weeks go by, like video, like what? I'm like, what?
Yo, that is awesome.
That video is like the most like TikTok I have, and the most viewed TikTok that I have. And awesome. Like I have so many comments on that. And for me, it's crazy because some of them are also in like different languages, but I know like I was just like, okay, I was like, okay, this one hit. I don't know why this one hit, but I was like, this is probably like a good point for reference for like different people that grew up like around the same time I did. Like that PS2 startup was like it was it. It was.
Like I hear it in my head as soon as you said it. I'm like, I'm in space now. Let's go. That's awesome. And again, that speaks to your point. Like, just put the content up. You never know what's going to happen with it.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Well, Ray, we have reached the end of our destination. I thoroughly enjoyed our talk. But before we go, we got to let the people know, where should they go to check out your content?
Well, if you want to see more of me, I guess you can go over to my Twitch. It's just Raylive TV, just all together. There's no spaces in it, apparently. I thought I put a space in there. I didn't. But I thought I did. I didn't. Yeah. So I was like, okay.
Got it.
Raylive TV, just all together. But if you want to see like some of my older stuff, you can go to my YouTube, because eventually I'm going to get back on YouTube. I do have things planned for it. Those are the places you can find me. It's just Raylive TV basically everywhere at this point.
Hell yeah. If you can't spell Raylive, I got you. There will be links in the comments of this episode as well in all the socials. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast Uploaded and Unfiltered every week. On Tuesday, we put out a podcast. I don't see any signs of stopping. Ray, I want to thank you again for doing this. Everybody who's listening, I appreciate y'all listening. If you out there, listener, can think of a guest that you want to have on the podcast, let me know, and I will do my best to get them on. Other than that, I will let you guys go. Appreciate y'all, and as always, protect your mental, keep creating content, and we'll talk in the next one. Peace.